All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 137 of My Gateway Experience. Thank you so much for tuning in. The purpose of these videos is to document our journey through the Monroe Institute's Gateway Experience. I like to call the Gateway Experience a scientific, repeatable process of self discovery, self exploration, and ultimately self mastery or self actualization. Okay, like in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right over here. So it consists of a total of 36 tapes divided into 6 waves. The first wave is called Discovery, the second one is called Threshold, the third one is called Freedom, the fourth one is called Exploring, the fifth one is called Adventure, and the sixth one is called Odyssey, like the book. So we're currently on the third wave, and we are on the fourth tape of that wave called Five Questions. So today was the fourth day doing this tape. So if you haven't seen any of my other videos, go ahead and check those out. That way you can see the entire journey up to today. And today is January 8th, 2023, and it is 7:06 a.m. So let's get straight into it. Woke up this morning at like 5, and then I haven't been taking my dog out as frequently. So it's difficult because I haven't been letting him out because he's been peeing on our kids' toys that we leave outside. So we were like, hey, look, okay, what are we gonna do about this? Well, let's just not let him go out there by himself. I'm gonna have to go out there with him every time and walk him, and that way he won't pee on the toys anymore. So the thing is, I don't go out there with him every single time. I don't go out there with him as often as I let him out before. So that's the problem. So he's not going out as much. So this morning, when I went out there, it was looking kind of rough, like pretty rough. That's all I'm going to say. So I had to clean that up. I had to make sure it was all clean for the kids to be able to play on the carpet up in the living room and everything. So that's what I was doing this morning. That's why it took me a little bit more time to get here today, but I did everything I needed to do. Took a shower and everything. Morning routine as usual. And then we went ahead and did this tape for the fourth time, the 5 questions. And I mean, what this is doing is it's really giving me an overarching, clear perspective of my life, very much like an outer body experience. Like if I am outside of my body and I'm starting to understand, okay, this is the vessel that I've been walking in for the past 25 years. Okay, and where is it that how did this vessel turn out the way it is? And I mean, I can see everything. I know who I am. Okay, I know who I am. I can see everything that influenced and all the patterns and all that stuff. I know who I am. And do you know who you are? Do you know who you are and what makes you who you are? Let me know in the comments down below. Furthermore, to really think about where we come from. I mean, come on. Where was I, or who was I before I came to this physical existence? Man, okay, think about that. Like, okay, now it's getting a little bit more complex. Now we're getting into some different realms. Now we are really being outside of our body. We are identifying. I have to open these blinds real quick. I'm sorry. I can see the sun rising right now. It's looking really nice. So it's a beautiful sight. But the sun isn't always up. There's at nighttime. And, you know, we all come from that, like, darkness. If we look up into the stars and all that crap, right? So, yeah, you know, it's very intellectual, it's very philosophical, and it's very important to focus on it, to really identify and to remember. That's the main thing, I think, to remember. Okay. And then, moving forward into the other questions, which I haven't really dove as deep in as the first two. I mean, think about our purpose. Okay. Dang, right? Like, think about the actions that you could be taking right now to achieve that purpose. And think about the most important message that you could receive right now that could lead you to your mission. Dang, right? Like, okay. Well, this is serious stuff. I don't know why, but for me, like, I don't know, it's commitment, right? Like, it's like getting married all over again. It's like, yo, if you really remind yourself of these things, like, if you face the truth and if you really look at it directly in the face, like, if you stare into the depth of the abyss, right? Like, what's really staring back at you? It's yourself. It's like, man, why don't you want to look at these things? Why don't you just, like, damn, like, whoo, what do you think? What do you think about that? Because then it gets serious. Then you're being held accountable. Then it's like, damn, if I mess up, or all of a sudden, that's what I feel like. I feel like if I mess up, then it's gonna be a big deal. But that's the truth is that it's not. The truth is that it's not a big deal. I just came to that conclusion right now as we're speaking. This is why I love talking and doing these videos. Is because, man, I just came to a realization just then. Think about that. I think that's all I'm gonna say for this video. So, I think it's like it's a fear of failure and what happens if you make a mistake. Okay, dang, right? Like that. Maybe that's the reason why I'm not facing those truths, right? Maybe, I don't know. If you want to communicate with me, let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, I will see you guys soon. Peace.